If you're a listener of From the Mouths of Madness podcast, I can only assume that you're also a diehard fan of horror movies like myself. My name is Matt Balea, and I own a company called To Die For. We make custom horror-inspired designs for shirts and much more. From original to exclusive content, we can get you whatever it is your dark heart might desire. Check us out at www.todieforshop.com. That's the number 2, die, the number 4, shop.com. Enjoy the show.
The views and opinions expressed on From the Mouths of Madness are that of the panel and not of the Geeks Under the Influence Network or their sponsors. Listeners, beware. I always enjoy when there's like a fresh take on this zombie contagion format of film.
Yeah.
And a contagion done where it's like a zombie style contagion where it's not just people getting sick and dying and eradicating. You know, we had like The Last of Us. It's like a contagion. It's a fungus that's essentially making zombies. That's what the clickers are.
Yeah.
Basically. Except it's like for no apparent reason of just trying to eat. They're actually trying to spread.
Yeah,
right?
or like 28 days later.
20 days later. Yeah, so 28 days later, is that the virus
like,
trying to spread, or are they trying to just destroy everything?
I think it's not the intention of the virus, but because of what it does to the brain, it's
similar to like sadness, where it turns off that inhibited like neuron or whatever of inhibition, right? Isn't that what 20 days later kind of goes with?
Pretty much, but almost just that like you just want to destroy.
Yeah,
like it's the Hatebreed song.
Similar to rabies.
Destroy everything. Like yeah.
Similar to rabies.
Yeah.
So like rabies spreading turns human. I mean, because they say like if humans actually contract rabies, you slowly go insane.
Yeah.
From like which it does to animals. It's like Cujo, like when you get
kind
bit.
of the Zombieland setup with the tainted meat, but like
cooties.
Yeah.
Rotten nugget.
Cooties. God damn it. See, those are little kids, man. I still don't know why that was such a problem.
God damn, that movie's funny.
Yeah, it is.
We got to do one about that. But no, yeah, it's different than like and technically the original was a chemical release, which I guess is a contagion, but it's just it's still an evolution because there's only so much you can do in this world, and the fact that we can actually what we just talked about kind of spreads out different what you can do.
Yeah,
you know if that you know what I'm trying to say, like Life Force. That's another one where it's like kind of like vampires sucking alien shit, but it turns them into crazy. Like rabid vampires running around the earth, you know. It's good. So it's another version of that.
It's always interesting though, where you have man-made, oh shit, we fucked up, and destroy the world, or Mother Nature going, all right, motherfuckers, you've had your time.
Yeah.
Now let's turn everything on their head.
Yeah.
Like so, you have both kind of versions of that.
But not the happening though. That's a bad version of Mother Nature.
God
they basically were creating zombies, dude. Just except not attacking,
hey,
just
Bush,
killing yourself.
I'm sorry, Bush. Hey,
no, go lay under that fucking tractor.
God damn it.
Go lay under that tractor.
That's one of those movies. I'm like 20 minutes in. I'm like, all right, and that's about the point where you should turn the fuck off.
Yeah. All right. Now, on tonight's episode of Killer Filler, we will be talking about when man fucks up, and it's like, oh wait, no, you shouldn't have done this.
Oopsie
daisy. Again, tonight on Killer Filler, we're going to be talking about the 1977 film written and directed by David Cronenberg, The Baron of Blood, and the 2019 remake written and directed by the Soska Sisters. I don't know if they have a nickname other than the Soska Sisters.
Baronesses of Blood?
Because they're fucking gory too. So Baronesses of Blood. There we go. We coined it here. If it's not already a thing, they're the Baronesses of Blood.
You probably go on their side and it's like Baronesses of Blood. And they're like,
fuck that. No.
God damn it.
No. I'm going to check after this recording, and if it's not there, and then I see it when this episode drops, I'm going to be fucking, hey, you owe us like at least a thank you. I just want to thank you.
Yeah.
Baronesses of Blood, the Soska Sisters. I'm Lowdown.
F.U. Hunter, what's up, you armpit sucking bitches?
Dude, what the fuck? The vagina asshole. It looks like a sphincter / vagina slit.
Cronenberg just can't help himself, can he? Even in those early ones, he's just like, I can't.
Dude, that's like his second film, his second major film. It was like Shivers before this.
I know, but I'm just saying, every movie, it can't be a normal appendage where shit has something pop out of it. It's got to be a stomach vagina or an armpit. Like it's always some random ass shit. Cronenberg loves that shit.
And like I said, it starts. Well, in the original, it looks more like a booty hole, and then in the remake, it looks more like a vagina.
Yeah.
But it's everything's then there's always like a mixture of that and like phallic in like all Cronenberg shit.
I always feel like it's more vagina based.
No, it is, but there's always something phallic.
But I'm just saying,
there's always something going in. Yeah,
there's always something going in or opening up and then popping out. You know,
see, the opening up. Yeah, it's still vagina and like birth, right? Yeah, okay.
Or like anal. You know. Yeah.
But okay, the '77 film. Again, it was like his second. He had Shivers before this, and then like a lot of mini films, like 30, 40 minutes. I think he had a couple that were like an hour. But so I would say his first major release was Shivers, and this would be his second. So very early Cronenberg, and it starts out pretty much. It goes.
Yes, I do enjoy that. This one takes no time at all. Motorcycle accident right near fucking plastic surgery place where we're trying to do.
That's very fortunate.
Yeah, I'm trying to do this weird experiment. Oh, someone unconscious that needs help immediately. Yeah.
Now they don't really go in this film. They don't go into it so much. They say it's like some trial cell regenerative thing.
Yeah.
Right? Like they don't really explain anything.
Well, it's just like it could turn into cancer, but it should work.
Yeah,
wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait. So I could be like helped.
Yeah.
But you might have also put like a fuck ton of cancer putty on me.
Yeah.
Like fuck you.
Yeah. But like how I still don't understand how that transfers into like how cancer can evolve to that.
I think it's just because like you're killing, it's like dead skin cells that you're then reattaching and hoping that it'll bond and rejuvenate, and
it just creates
some twist
rabies on steroids.
Yeah,
like I mean, how it still doesn't make sense in my brain. Like,
I guess it's just like bad meat. Taken there and it gets bad, and you put it back on. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't.
And guess what? The doctor didn't know either.
Doctor had no fucking clue.
Yeah.
Doctor had no fucking clue.
We'll get into the difference between the two, but
I will say I do enjoy the '70s and the resorting back to she had cute little titties.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's get that out.
Did they show those?
A few times.
Whose titties were those? Yeah. Marilyn Chambers, who, what's crazy? I read something where Sissy Spacek was initially who they were trying to go after, and they're like, kind of want more of a sex appeal. And
oh, damn.
Yeah, I'm kind of happy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I'm fine. Marilyn Chambers is fucking smoking, man.
Yeah.
Smoke show, dude. Good stuff. And I mean, also great performance. Like, she had to, at the time period, she had to play like the dirty blonde that she was, but like, she still was able to do that and not feel like, you know what I'm saying?
She does a good thing of switching off, where at some points she's like, I don't know what happened. And other times she's like, hey. Yeah, I'm Rose.
Exactly.
How are you doing?
She plays the doty, and then
until she's my arm near you.
Until she's not, and then she's the predator.
Yeah,
and that's exactly that's what I was trying to say. She does a really good job of, because the common part, especially in the '70s, was to be the doty. Gosh, I don't know.
And it's so awkward at the end when her friend that she's staying with, she's like, I gotta go out. She's like, no, you can't go out. She's like, I'm here for you. And you're like, do you know what you just volunteered for, bitch? And she's like, all right, if you insist. Like, she tried to go out. Tried to go suck somebody else.
One big difference between this and we'll start opening up the 2019 remake a little bit is she seemed at a certain point, pretty much when she escaped the hospital in the original, that she was aware and had like she would show her having pains, but it almost seemed like she was not fighting it as much as our main character in the remake.
Yeah,
like in the remake, she seems to be fighting it the entire time.
That's true.
Like because when she's out, she like. It only really just shows her going into hunger pains, but it doesn't really show her like being playful to lure people in.
It almost came off like a vampire almost in a way that when the hunger got too much, she was a different person. Like she gets
she went to bestial survivor in mode versus in the original she's like constantly like luring and being more cat-like.
I guess, but like in the original she gets that ride with the trucker and he offers her a sandwich. She's like, okay, cool, and then she's like, oh, fucking food, gross. Yeah. And then the next time we see him, he got sucked.
But if you look at her face changed. Her demeanor changed after she got sick.
It just didn't seem like to me that her objective was, let me get in the truck with this motherfucker so I can start sucking his blood. Yeah.
That's okay. I'm sorry. Maybe not as soon as at the hospital. By the time she's in the city, she's making those choices. Like she goes to the porn theater knowing shit like, you know what I mean? Like that dude was so skeezy too. He deserved it. He deserved that.
There's a couple people where I was like, yeah, you fucking killed that
Yeah, he's so fucking gross, dude.
Because he's like, oh, did my hand touch her? You're like, what a creeper fucking move. Like he's behind her in the row and he's like, oh, did I accidentally touch you? Did you like it? Like, The fuck creeper shit. How has that ever worked before?
And see, and that actually, now that we're talking about it, now that makes sense. So she was aware, because she up to that point she'd already done it to like 5, 6, 7 people. That she's like, well, let me go here, and maybe I'll find some scum of the earth that kind of deserves it.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, think of it, right? I mean, because like she never came across like that. She wasn't going in there to watch porn.
Yeah,
like it's blatant.
There was a lot of people watching it.
Well, it was the 70s.
Yeah,
and this was in Canada, so. I'm assuming
maybe
a little more liberal in Canada.
Was it Montreal, Quebec? Which
I have no fucking clue. Probably Toronto, because it's the Toronto Film Company funds so much shit.
Not only
they helped Cronenberg out a lot early days, was the Toronto whatever the fuck it's called.
Nice.
I'm brain farting on that, but
I'm just saying, because you have the movie theater, but then she goes to the mall and there's another fucking creeper there. How many creepers are in this fucking town?
Dude, he was fucking creeper.
Yeah,
so it's disgusting. Like, yeah, exactly. I thought Canada was supposed to be like nice guys, eh?
Yeah, yeah. I guess that makes it easier to kill
Some
them.
of it might have been filmed, since it's a porn theater, it could have been filmed in, like, New York or L.A.
Yeah.
In the 70s. I mean, Taxi Driver was New York, and there was porn theaters everywhere, right? So, yeah. So those are, like, some of the big differences. Now, the creature effects in the original one are a little...
It's very low budget, man.
It is.
I can't gripe.
I'm not faulting the film. I'm just acknowledging what it is.
Yeah.
That's all. I'm just acknowledging.
He also works what he's got. Cutting off the finger.
Yeah, dude, that was...
There's some nice effects, but I mean...
Now the full-on makeup effect is fucking cool. Like when they're fully... Like the green gunk under the eyes and shit like that. So they didn't look like zombies. They looked like somebody that was sick.
Yeah.
You know, so that, again, kind of like the sadness. Remember in the sadness, they would get like yellow shit.
They get like
their
conjunctivitis.
eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you would see that. Like the lady on the subway where it was really bright, you got a really good shot of that. Because you just all of a sudden you look at her and she's looking like kind of bluish, like she's not doing well. And then like it alludes to them being on the train for a while, and then when you pan back, she's literally just like fucking yellow gunk just ooze, like green spittle coming out of their fucking mouth, dude. Yo, the remake didn't go hard with the alluding to killing a child. The OG did.
Man.
When Homeboy, and he's a famous actor. He was in a bunch of shit in the 70s. What the fuck was his name?
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about? Like he was in a bunch. I don't think it was horror. I think he was like a lot of like detective.
He looks recognizable. But man, he gets back to the house and they don't show it. But Cronenberg does enough with the going into the nursery, finding the blood on the carpet. You're like,
then they open up the little wash basin.
Yeah,
and it's just blood. You're like, oh no. So now the question is, did she just rage and kill it, or did she eat it? Because it seems like they're going after bite num nums when they attack people.
I think because you don't hear anything. Yeah.
But you know, lo and behold, the wife's hiding in the closet, all greeny, gunky, slimy. Yeah. Now, one cool thing they did in the remake, because we haven't really talked much about that, is like the gore's ramped up. Obviously, the Soska Sisters. If you've ever watched any of their films, they're like the modern day body horror, like I don't know, Queens.
Yeah,
like American Mary. And I'm there's like 2 other films I've seen of theirs that are very similar, where it's very gory, very much on the body horror. Like the accident that happened to the main character, it still happened early. Like that accident happened within like 10 minutes of the film starting.
Yeah.
You realize she's treated like shit at work. She's timid. She doesn't stand up for herself. She gets fucked over when she goes to the release party.
Yeah.
She got lied to, and then she leaves, and then the accident, it literally took 10 minutes.
So she was Selena Kyle.
Basically.
Yeah.
All
right. I'm just going to jump on
the fashion world,
I'm just going to jump on this trope, but she's wearing glasses and zero confidence.
Yeah.
Like,
but
I felt like I was kind of watching not only movie / Batman Returns
/ Scary Movie.
Kyle. Yeah, where it's just like, she wears glasses and she's like, it took a while to get to creepy doctor in the Dead Ringers outfit, which I'm gonna fucking call.
No, dude, thank you, because I was gonna say, dude, are they also like nodding? They nodded to like 3 other Cronenberg films in this movie.
But the most obvious.
That was hardcore, dude. Dead Ringers.
He's like, all right, let's do the operation. Let me put on my Dead Ringers red. That's straight up.
100%. No, 100%. Thank you.
Yeah.
I recognize that because I was like, wait a minute.
Didn't even pretend. That is straight up from it.
I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. Like, it doesn't bother me.
But it took a while to get there. Now, the effect of how fucked up she is, because
like her face,
jaw
wired shut. That shit.
I would compare
hardcore,
it to
dude.
fucking Darkman.
Yes.
Yeah, where it's
but better.
But what I'm just saying, where it's exposed.
Yeah.
And like then
you see the wire jaw. Yeah, man. And then like, but I think that before you get to the doctor, there was a reason. Instead of it, because like in the original, it was like life saving. Like it needed to be immediate. There was no choice. Where in this one, she goes through the surgery and then she literally just struggles to do anything because of her mouth being wired shut. Like she tries to eat this, inject this giant fucking like.
God damn it!
Right?
Their scenes that bothered me, and that was one where it's like, is this the first time you're doing anything with your jaw wired shut? Because she makes this giant thing and then just starts trying to chug it through the straw and starts spitting it out.
She's pushing it through. That's what she's supposed to do.
Or the syringe. I understand, but did nobody show her? Like she's trying to get as much as possible. Like, take your time.
I think she was everything was showing she was that hungry.
Yeah. It just kind of came off as comedic. I'm sorry. Like, stupid syringe.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying it wasn't funny. I just mean, like, I think part of the reason in her haste was that she was hungry.
Yeah.
I don't think she'd eaten.
But
she'd been home.
they beat you over the head with how sad and pathetic she is. This dude invites her to the fucking fashion show, find out that he was just,
Yeah,
But I'm just saying, like, her, like, oh, finally somebody, and they're like, no, he's just a pity fuck.
Yeah. Oh, did you catch the cameo?
You mean the 2 cameos? Or which one?
Well, I'm specifically talking about the Soska Sisters.
Yeah.
Little bitches in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
As they're doing coke.
I do have to say this, and I mean this in the utmost respect. Like, I didn't realize that. This is the second time I had seen it. I didn't realize that when they were walking in, because it was a very quick shot. All you see is the tight bodysuit. I did not realize they were as thick and juicy as they were. And I've seen them in public at cons, but like, dude, I'm telling you, when they used to run heavy in the con circuit, like 2012, 2013, 2014, and they were so gorgeous that I like was, and I was like late 20s, and I was just so I was like not going to make a jackass out of myself in front of them. I mean, they're so fucking gorgeous, like beautiful, amazingly talented fucking women in horror. Like, because the films they're putting out are badass. They're writing, they're directing, for instance, that they're adapting. So all the credits there, but like they are also very fucking beautiful. And I was very nervous, so I never talked to him.
I'll throw the cameo that kind of caught me off guard. Motherfucking CM Punk.
Oh, yeah. His cameo was fun as shit, dude.
I know. I had no idea.
His cameo was, because you had to see. This is your first time watching it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that was fucking fun. I enjoyed that. Plays in a giant ass.
Yeah.
Dude, I tell you, man, can we please get, like, him to show up in the Evil Dead universe?
I mean,
please?
That movie he's in.
Yeah, that movie's not good, though.
But it's kind of what he would.
But I want to watch I want him in something I'm going to rewatch.
Yeah.
I'm not rewatching that movie.
Yeah, because it's not fun.
No.
Yeah.
And it's not good. Like, it unfolds like shit by the time the movie's over.
All right, so we're not going to cover it.
Yeah, we're not going to cover this.
It's a slow burn, and you're like, I thought I was going to have fun in this.
No, for me, it was like they got this deep story, and they're going unfold, and then it just falls flat as fuck, and I wasted like 30 minutes of exposition and build up for ass.
Yeah.
That's what my problem with the movie was. But anyway, yeah, he's in it. He's fucking fun. Dude, of course they had to get him to do some special effects. Do his own fucking stunts, not special effects. Do his stunt work where he jumps through the fucking window.
Yeah.
I mean, CM Punk, he's known for his outlandish wrestling shenanigans.
So should we go into the contrast of how both movies conclude?
Oh, the breakout?
Well,
yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, like, the doctor and the OG, he's trying some shit.
He gets infected.
Doesn't know he's fucking with. Gets infected. He attacks all the doctors. We get to the
basically what we're saying in the original is that the hospital's done.
Yeah.
Like it's closed. Everyone's pretty much infected. She's the only one that made it out. Like pretty much that, and like I think maybe one of the nurses, like, or you know what I mean? Like nobody, and it was only people that weren't there, and like two of the, not even the one. No, the one patient didn't even make it because he got attacked in the bathtub, and then he kills the fucking taxi driver.
That's right.
Like so, like it's just spreading. Oh, and then again in the first one, she took care of that other pervy dude at the barn. We didn't talk about him.
I forgot about him.
That's the third guy.
Where he rolls up in the diner with the sunglasses on.
Yeah, he was like, no, man, I need it. I need to eat.
Give me that chicken.
Give me that food. I need to eat.
But there's definitely a very much where the doctor, the first one's like, oops, I tried something.
Yeah, it's not malintent. Like, he doesn't know that it's going to do this.
Where the remake's like,
oh,
dastardly, check out my wife.
Yeah.
You're not the first one I tried this
now,
on.
how long did it take you to notice her in the background?
It took me a bit.
Yeah,
it wasn't until
that's cool, right? Like
she reaches out. Yeah,
yeah, but because like, dude, she was there the entire having seen it the second time, I actually went to look for it, and like it's clear as day in the back, but you're so focused on the two foregrounds that you don't see it until he starts backing up into her.
That's kind of the saving grace of this movie is the practical effects and kind of leaning into almost a combo of Cronenberg / God damn it, fucking Reanimator, Stuart
Gordon. Yeah.
That
Brian
kind of
Yuzna,
mashup,
Stuart Gordon.
a little bit of mashup of both.
And yeah, exactly. I was going to say it's definitely Cronenberg, and then I was going to say that scene reminds me of like From Beyond.
Exactly.
So there's a Brian Yuzna, Stuart Gordon aspect you're talking about. Exactly, 100%.
And it's kind of the saving grace for it because before that, when you have like the dude that pops into the fashion show like all deformed, that was a good practical effect.
So like I forgot about him, and that contortionist has been in a bunch of shit. Like he is like one of the 3 dudes. I think he was on a talk show, and he like his entrance was he crab walked down the fucking stairs instead of walking out on the stage. Like the dude is an insane contortionist.
Nice.
And that like so that none of that was CGI. That was him.
Yeah.
Like and it because like when he comes in, it's almost like the Thing. Like when he breaks into the party, he looks like the Thing.
Yeah, and
like,
that's what I was gonna say is that the way his like mutation has come out, it wasn't blue skin and a little bit of foaming. It's fucking like a fucking creature, not a zombie, but like a creature.
Exactly,
so.
and that's because at that point she had evolved. Like you saw the tentacle come out instead of just like a little prick. It was like that giant tentacle came out of her arm.
Yeah.
So that was ridiculous. When he's like a bull, it's like he's like a matador, and like the little knocked her out, but the tentacles swinging around.
Yeah.
And he's got the coat. He's trying to
get away from me.
He wraps it up, and he wraps up a giant stinger in a coat, and then just tucks it, and it doesn't try to break free or anything. I'm like, what? Did you put it to sleep? Is it like snake charming, snake in a basket?
Exactly.
Like what the fuck?
Darkness puts it to sleep.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
it's like,
oh, I guess I'm back in the body.
What was Scarlett's thing in MCU? It's like, sun's getting low, boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Sun's getting low.
Coat over the head. Coat over the head.
Dude, I'm sorry. Like I forgot about that, and I was dying when I saw that. It's like, this is so stupid. But no, him coming in, the breakout was cool in the original because it definitely made it more spread out. Like dudes were driving around in trash trucks, and when they would just shoot him and then throw him in the back of the dumpster and then squirt the fucking
original.
The original.
They kill the dude right in front of one of our main character's car. He's in the car.
And
they're like, sorry about that. Clean the window.
They literally spray it on there, and then he has to use his wipers to clean it off.
They like spray some shit on there. They sort of wipe it off. And then I will say, they give you the viewpoint of him driving the car, and it's still like, I can't see shit.
Just some red bullshit.
Assholes didn't clean my window correctly.
Yeah, they came in all wearing detox, basically the same suits that they used in the Crazies from Romero, basically. But they're just like, got one dude, which, by the way, if they're going to do it that way, they should have more than one dude with a gun. Like,
train to aim, because prior to that, they do have a guy with a gun, and in the mall, and
he kills Santa.
He's like, zombie, let me get you.
No,
oh shit!
They should train to aim. But what I mean is, he's only if a few of them came out, it's only one gunner, and to aim, you can't be as quick as you would be, as might be needed.
Well, maybe Canada was in a budget, and they're like, you get a gun A. And then, you gotta wait A.
Well, in Canada, I think they have all the guns.
That's true.
In the military, so it's a problem. No armed civilians.
Or, all the civilians have the guns, and the military's like, can we borrow some guns, A?
So yeah, that scene was hysterical to me. I was like, what the fuck?
That last kid, who literally sees this dude that's a zombie get shot, and then just got off Santa's lap and sees Santa fucking shot. That kid's fucked up.
Yeah,
that kid is so fucked up.
He's done.
Yeah.
Where in this one, you get some breakout in the city. Like I like how they mirrored the subway thing. Not so much by showing it, but by her telling the story of how when she shows up to the fashion show, she got bit, and but then when they break out in the fashion show, that shit is fucking rad.
Yeah,
it's a big old gore fest. I'm a big fan.
So the doctor just wanted to fuck the world. He was just like, fuck the world. I'm spreading this shit, right?
So what I got from the doctor is he was trying to. Yeah, he's trying to not destroy. He's trying to cure the world from death.
Yeah, is that because it just seemed like fuck everybody.
He's trying to cure the world. Death kills. He was like 100,000 people a day, and I can cure death.
Is that right, honey? Like whatever his non-vocal.
Oh, by the way, not nice titties.
No, scary shunting titties. Yeah.
Oh, Society. Brian Yuzna. There you go.
Yep.
Another one.
Yep.
But that's why From Beyond was so gross, and the early Reanimator stuff was also gross because Brian Yuzna was part of it.
Exactly.
I mean, let's be real. Like he was another body horror person. Yeah, dude. Ugh. I will say the end of the original where you can see the end of the remake where you can see how what he's taking from certain animals. Like you got like this weird fucking eel thing in the jar when he's making the shake. So he's like making a blood shake and he's cooking a steak. And what I got this from seeing it the second time, meanwhile, dead wife's still hanging there. That's got to start smelling bad.
You got sealed room.
I'm talking about for her.
Oh yeah.
He puts a steak down and the blood shake down. Well, blood organ shake down. And I'm like, is he testing to see which one she'll go to and given the option, cooked meat or raw meat?
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's what he was doing. It's kind of fucked up. And
well, you got to know.
So in the original one, the main character kind of got what needed to happen, although it sucks because you never get a patient zero, even though they allude to the streets are cleaned up now. They kind of went out in one night and just hammered it out, didn't let it leave the city so much.
Do we know for sure? I mean,
we don't.
That's the thing is that they never know who was patient zero.
They never know who was patient zero, but they say that both movies say that they got the breakout under control.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, according to them, but
according to them.
I don't trust that shit.
But
because they said they had that shit under control at the one facility. They're like, we got a quarantine, so it should be good. And then they're driving, and then they get attacked by the road workers. So guess what? You ain't got that shit under control, motherfucker.
They used the fucking jackhammer
yeah.
to go through the goddamn door. What? That was amazing. Oh, man. That was so good. But yeah, then she ends up getting attacked by someone she infected and then ends up in a dead and fucking trash can. Not even in the trash can, outside by the trash bags.
I think, wasn't she like in such denial? She's like, I can't be the person that caused all this.
She's like, yeah, so I got an experiment. I forget how she worded this person, so I'm gonna, and when he doesn't wake up, and I'll prove that I'm not the one spreading this, and then he woke up and there you go. Now you don't see what he did to her.
No,
because there's nothing wrong with her.
You don't hear her because Dude Man is so upset on the other line.
Dude, that was overacting.
Destroys.
Holy shit.
Like he's like, no, and then instead of going, well, let me confirm that she maybe she's nope. I have no idea if she survived because I destroyed the shit out of my phone. It's his Oxford clip.
Yeah.
It says,
dude,
I'm in such despair.
No, he's been in a bunch of shit. I forget Frank Moore. That's his name. He's been in a bunch of shit.
He looks like if he took Dead Zone Christopher Walken and blended him with somebody else, but I can't think of who the other person is. Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
The Dead Zone's pretty spot on. Hey, Cronenberg, go figure.
Yeah.
Maybe he was originally supposed to be cast. They're like, wait, we got a bigger actor. Never mind. Fuck off. I think the Dead Zone was like 3 years later or 2 years later from this movie. No, it was still 70s. It was like a year later. Dead Zone was like 78 or 79, something like that.
That was 80s for some reason.
Was it 80s? Maybe it was. Maybe I'm fucking losing it. Anyway, and then she just she just got picked up like all the other dead, infected bodies. They didn't have to shoot her. They just picked her up.
Man, they just toss her in there. They crush her down. They're like, yep, another body.
You could tell she'd been out there for a while because she was stiff because the way they roll her over, like her arm just stays up. She's helicoptering.
Now, they have a dog sniffing her or whatever like that beforehand. Can this be passed through animals?
I mean, there's rabies, but I think what they're trying to allude to is it's a specific strain to humans.
Okay,
I think.
I'm just saying Cronenberg throws that in there.
Yeah,
I'm kind of curious if like, yep, we got that shit under control. All humans that had it are done.
Yeah.
No reason to check any other mammals.
Nope, we're good. Fuck. Yeah, that's all they got. So they got him in the thing, right? Fucking dog. And now the remake, that poor girl didn't deserve that. I mean,
she makes her a good stand. She's like, fuck you.
The original girl didn't deserve it either. But like this girl actively tried to stop it. The other girl was in such denial, she just kept spreading it. This one, it actually tries to stop it and not let him continue with his experiments and slit your fucking throat.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Wow.
That's such a fuck you, dude.
Yeah. Well, she did kill his wife right in front of him, like chopping.
It's not his fucking wife.
Well, technically it is.
God damn it, Hunter. That's the big wall flesh glob.
Right, but at one time he married that big wall flesh glob.
Basically, it was a giant tumor.
Yeah.
As he pretty much described it, it was a giant tumor.
He said, I do to that tumor.
Oh, shit. And like, it was so weird. Like, she didn't think it was odd. Like, she asked what that food that she was supposed to drink was. And then it was like, okay, if it's blood, doesn't it taste like metal? Do you not taste the copper and the iron?
She's so hungry.
It wasn't until she dropped it and was like, oh, this is blood. Oh. Or the fact that she was licking a raw steak didn't allude to her. Something was wrong early on.
I'll be hungry as shit. And sometimes Little Caesars will taste good.
I don't know about blood, dude.
I'm just saying,
you can't compare Little
when
Caesars.
When you're hungry, sometimes you're like, all right. And then later on, what the fuck did I eat? Maybe she was just that fucking hungry.
All right. All right, folks, this is going to wrap it up for those two films, but we will be right back.
In a world with too many reboots and remakes,
two men will stop at nothing to make it even worse.
Join Mike the Hobbit and Tandy as they play by their own rules while pitching new takes on some of your favorite and least favorite films and TV shows. What podcast would dare to bring this upon the world?
This is Smack My Pitch.
My name is Amy Bogard.
And I'm Mike the Hobbit.
And we are the hosts of Deeply Upsetting, where we use our expertise to answer your most upsetting hypothetical quandaries, such as, what non-winged animal deserves wings?
And what body part deserves a secret mouth?
Which cryptid is the worst roommate?
These questions and more that plague you will be answered on Deeply Upsetting, available anywhere you get your podcasts and at GUIPodcast.com.
Coming straight from the mouths of madness, I'm Lowdown.
I'm FU Hunter.
Do you love horror?
We fucking do.
So this is a podcast dedicated to all things in cinematic horror. We're talking movies, television, composers, special effects artists. We're going to fucking cover it.
So if you love horror,
embrace the madness.
In a world of blockbuster movies, there's another dimension.
The dimension of schlock cinema. Join us at Beautiful Disasters on a journey into the fringe territory of B-movie abandon.
We review the flicks that are forgotten or underappreciated to give them a proper place in the annals of celluloid history.
I'm the Groots.
FU Hunter.
Your guides at Beautiful Disasters. Come along with us for a fun ride. May the schlock be with you.
All right, every one of those trailers you can find on GUIPodcast.com or anywhere you get your podcasts. But we prefer you go to GUIPodcast.com. So while you're there, you can go to our links page and then go to our link through TeePublic. And that's where all the merch is for all the shows under the network. Tons of shit, tons of fun stuff. The nice warm season's coming up. So t-shirts, tank tops, whatever the fuck else goes with summer. I don't fucking know. Stuff that you wear in summer.
Tank tops is the way to go, bro.
Yeah, and then or just stickers and magnets. You know, fuck it. I've got tons of them. They're easy, they're cheap, and you know.
Yeah, put them on your surfboard.
Exactly.
Bro.
And if you get anything for any of the shows, make sure to tag GUI and tag the show. We'll fucking share that shit. And yeah, love to see people rocking the GUI shit.
Oh yeah,
hell yeah. All right, I think it's a solid remake. I thought the Soska Sisters did a great job. I thoroughly enjoy it. Having it been my second time watching it, like I enjoyed it the first time, and then I remembered, like, the negatives I have with the film don't deter it from me from being an honest, actual remake that doesn't feel like the same movie.
I don't know what to say about the remake. I think I'm gonna have to watch it again.
Oh, really?
Because
what are you leaning towards right now? You gotta like give like what you're leaning towards right now.
The generic response of fast forward through the I don't care about part at the beginning of the movie where we establish over and over again how sad and pathetic she is to get to
20 minutes. Well, basically after the accident you have 10 minutes. There's roughly 10 minutes before the first kill.
It just the saving grace is that it lasts 30, and especially the practical effects and the creature designs.
Just the last 30? I mean, what about the dude who lost his shit in the hospital when he like bites the chick's fucking fingers off and like rips her fucking face off?
So
dude, the body horror went through.
I probably lean more because of the practical effects and what happens. I felt the beginning was so unnecessary, and the Cronenberg one pretty much he's just like, all right, they're on Mike, she gets injured, right in your hospital. This one, it's like, I know you were adopted, and I know, and I was like, I don't care about any of this. So it was just one of those things where, like, they're giving you more character and development, and I don't really feel like it was necessary.
But if they didn't, it would be the same movie just in the fashion world. And then would it really be a remake, or just be like the same thing?
I thought the fashion world stuff was kind of unnecessary. I think that's what happens, like the whole Selena Kyle thing.
Okay, interesting. Okay,
yeah,
fair enough. I like that it's actually. I love that it's not the same movie. And without that stuff, it would be the same movie.
All right, yeah.
And then we always complain about not doing anything different and literally verbatim. It'd be like Psycho at that point. And the Psycho remake, we're like, no, it's the same fucking movie.
I think specifically the reveal of the wife in there is what is because the doctor's so dastardly.
It builds up.
But when you
it's a build.
see that whole thing, you're like, oh shit, that was the saving grace.
Yeah. No, that's why one of the reasons I love it is it's a build. Like, yeah, it starts off slow, but it's not like nothing's happening at all. Everything. When you rewatch it, you'll see like everything builds in increments, not giant increments, in increments throughout that film. And that's why I think I love it. They did a really good job of pacing it. And it's only 10 or 11 minutes longer than the original.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they still kept it pretty concise. And the payoff at the end is so fucking worth it to me. Like, that ending is fucking awesome. Like,
so I'm going to lean towards saying
light killer.
Light killer.
Killer light.
Yeah. I want if someone's asking me, I'd be like, yeah.
I get it. No, I get what you're saying. But like I get, like for me, all those things is what made it feel like a different film, which adds to why I enjoy it. Because like we've always said, I don't want to watch remake and watch the same fucking movie or like shitty decisions made for the movie. And we really can't say this was like a shitty decision for a way to go for the movie. Like it wasn't a bad idea. I mean, it still flows.
I think it was just the fashion world stuff that was just a turn off for me. Honestly, I think that's what it is. And just that she made the choices to do this, where in the original it's kind of put on her. So she's kind of more of a victim. And here,
up to a certain point, she's a victim. Then she's not in the original.
Yeah,
up to a certain point. And you're right. And I think the fashion world, though, at a certain point, is like an exposition piece for how she's changing inside too. Like the stuff she starts to draw, like everything changes. She gets more bold. Like you see her grow. So it is very Catwoman like.
Her design of the metal in the face and the blood. I'm like, I wonder where you came up with that design.
But like, I think that it's how like she has everything she wants, but at what cost now?
Yeah.
I think that's part of the conversation too in the film. But I get what you're saying. I do understand what you mean 100% because like rewatching it, there was a part where I kind of felt that, but then I'm like, oh, never mind, it's cool.
You always want to fast forward a little bit, didn't you?
No, I don't do it. I deal with it. I'm not a little bitch like you. I just can't handle it.
You've already seen it. I'm just saying you have that option.
Yeah, but I won't because it's because at a certain point then I'm like, oh, okay, that's why it didn't bother me because it picks up and then there's something and then it, so it builds.
Oh, we didn't throw in real quick the cameo from the dude from Pontypool as the doctor.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
like,
right?
Here, let me hand you a mirror. And he's like, and she started to go, all right, maybe we should stay away from mirrors.
Yeah, she's like, maybe you should stay away from those.
That's so fucked up,
fucking
man.
Awesome,
Here's
dude.
a mirror. All right, maybe mirror was a bad idea.
No mirror bad. And there's a couple other gore scenes that we forgot about. It's the Soska Sisters, so they did a fucking, they kill it on that. Like, I mean, sorry, this movie, I think for someone to take on Cronenberg, I don't think we could get a better Cronenberg adaptation.
Has anybody else taken on Cronenberg?
Not that I know of.
Yeah.
Honestly, because it's Cronenberg, dude. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, what? Who else has the backbone to tap into that?
You know what? I'll give it a bonus leaning towards killer. Again, the Dead Ringers reference was pretty fucking sweet. I'll give you that.
And I feel like there's another Cronenberg reference I saw that I'm brain farting on. Folks, if I remember, I'll post it somewhere on our socials. So it'd be like, oh, this is what I forgot. I swear there's another Cronenberg Easter egg in there somewhere that I'm fucking forgetting about. And it's driving me crazy. So, hit us up at lowdownbrown.gui@gmail.com. Let us know what you think about the film. If you've seen the original, if you've seen the remake, maybe you haven't seen either. They are both on Peacock as of this recording. When this episode drops, we're going to start posting where these movies are at the time of release so you can actually watch them because sometimes, the episodes don't release for a couple weeks after we record them. So shit changes in the streaming world pretty quick apparently these days.
Yeah.
But they are both streaming on Peacock as of now, and it was awesome just to be able to go there and watch them on Peacock. So yeah, let us know. And until we talk to you again, embrace the madness.
Join us at GUIPodcast.com